Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Mindful Mornings. My name is Claudia Brady. I am your yoga instructor for today. And we welcome you to the Citizen Live. It is just my living room, so you might hear odd noises here and on out. We are coming straight to you from Seattle, Washington. Let us know where you're practicing from down below. Leave us a comment. Subscribe on our YouTube and or like our Facebook page. We are slowly trying to work that community organically in order to find a more holistic outlook and output into life. Mindful Mornings was brought to you with the state of mind that we wanted to bring some sort of space for you to find a meditation or even just a mindful activity. What is a mindful activity? Sometimes it's hard to describe. It can be something as meditating, as doing yoga, as doing Tai Chi. And it also could be doing an activity that takes away your mind from having to be involved in the conversation, from being the ruler of the conversation, and sometimes maybe even going for a walk, allowing yourself to concentrating on breathing in and slowly breathing out, perhaps taking one step in front of the other. Perhaps you have to wash dishes and you focus on the circular rotation as you're cleaning the front and the back. There are many, many ways that you can find a mindful space through your daily life. But here more specifically is where we like to start that conversation with our body. We want to get to know the things that make us tick, the things that make us emotional, the things that make us happy, the things that make us mad, the things that feel uncomfortable, and maybe even those things that you were not aware of, whether they're good or bad. We want to invite that conversation with you, with your body, and allow the mind to come into that. So instead of the mind ruling your emotions and how you feel in your state of mind, you're able to find that collaboration of all together. So you can find yourself to reside in the present rather than being carried away by the incoming thought and upcoming thought. With that being said, we're going to start with a light meditation at the beginning. I want you to go ahead and we're going to stay here in a seated position, but if you'd like to, go ahead and find your way to a laying position. We're just going to take ourselves outside of this space that is around you. Maybe you're joining me from your room. You could do a lot of these exercises, laying exercises on your bed, especially the ones that we start up with, before or after. Or maybe you find yourself in the living room and you locked everybody in their rooms, a little timeout for everybody. Wherever you might be joining us today, find yourself to stand upright on your spine. So wherever you are, start to invite that crown of your head to reach up towards the sky. Now we're just going to peel those shoulders up towards our ears to create almost like a shrug, like an I don't know. So you want to feel that tension. And then you want to peel those shoulders back. So you want to feel the shoulder blades start to interact into one another as we open up here our neckline. We want to allow the shoulders to peel back and our neckline to grow long. So it's not so much of a back bend as it's more of allowing that organic neckline to stay straight and long. Beautiful. Try to reach both sides. At this moment, it's going to be easy to allow your elbows to sway and release gently towards your ribs. And allow your palms to press down towards the mat. We want to ground down here. So make sure you're grounding through your sitting bones. Rock side to side. You'll settle right in that space in between both. And so you start to take a notice here that it is always about equality. It is always about balance. At the same time, as it is always about opposites, about push and a pull. So these are just things that are organically happening to our body. We're feeling that pull as we reach up through the crown of our head. And we feel that push as gravity presses down on us. So that's already a yin and yang, a good and bad sort of state. So we want to allow our lungs to expand. Full inhale. What does air mean inside of us? It means life. It means oxygen. It means the blood gets to pump and flow. It means our heart is alive and racing, allowing that blood to pump throughout the body. Bring in that fresh H2O. And what is that exhale? That exhale is that deprivation of air. But we need this exhale in order to find what? After the pause, allow yourself to sit here in empty lungs. Just take in what that is. That feeling. And with control and intention, find your inhale. So instead of just gasping in, allow yourself to slowly imagine you're going up a set of 5 stairs and slowly take up one step, another, another, another. Find yourself at the top, hold it. Let your body experience this fill a lung. And slowly exhale. Imagine you're coming back down those stairs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now, inhale. We're thinking about the lungs expanding. We are imagining here, maybe your eyes have closed by now. Imagine that long neckline. Imagine yourself reaching through all extremities. And as you exhale, embrace that accordion-like in your belly and your lungs. Maybe start to pull that navel back towards the spine. Now remember, the spine remains erect through this whole thing. Full inhale. Take a pause here. Be patient. Exhale. Let it go. Just like that. Let's have 2 more inhales. Exhale. Maybe by now zip up your lips and exhale through your nostrils. Full inhale. Last breath here all together. And full exhale. Now at this moment, your mind has probably gone off wondering. It's okay. Bring your focus back on your inhale, back onto where you are, where you're grounded. Now as thoughts that do not serve this space come into your mind, just imagine, just like in the freeway, slowly the cars that are next to us disappear in the back mirror. And soon, once we inhale again, they are no longer visible but in our past. By now your breath should be nice, still, long, full inhale. And matching exhale. Allow the only movement to be here of your lungs, of your belly expanding and your chest rising. And of that exhale. Allow yourself to stay in stillness here. take your own 5 breaths here at whatever rhythm, whatever count, whatever length. Maybe even exploring one depth, one more count, a longer pause, or matching exhale. Allow everything else to fade away. As we inhale, we grow tall through the crown. We keep that length and we ground down through the sitting bones. There you go. Each inhale makes you feel lighter. Each exhale grounds you down more. Last breath all together. Beautiful. Sit in stillness here. Now allowing our exhale. Open up your mouth wide. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. On your next inhale, go ahead and blink your eyes to open. Allow your fingertips to open wide. Beautiful. Now, once you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, release both hands back to your low back and reach for opposite elbow very gently here. Standing, remaining, sitting upright. Release the bind and your hands come back to your lower back. Now, allow your legs to grow long towards the front of your mat. And we're going to allow our shoulders to peel forward and back. Beautiful. Now, if you haven't involved, go ahead and twinkle your toes. Maybe even if you have a kitty, go ahead and mimic what a kitty does with the paws here. Maybe even involve a finger stretch, a palm stretch, a forearm stretch. Go as deep as you'd like. Reverse the movement now, coming back around, this time allowing your elbows to come towards the sides. Imagine you're trying to take a swim here. Beautiful. So imagine your shoulder blades here, they pressing up against one another, and then you're allowing your shoulders to release forward. Once you're ready, inhale, arms reach up. Now we're looking for a straight spine as we stack those shoulders on top of the hips. And exhale, draw a line through heart center. Go ahead and find those hands to rub against one another. And we're going to gently place them once we've created some heat on top of our eyes. Sorry, I made a mistake. And once you're ready, maybe you're gonna find yourself. Imagine you're covered with little specks. Just give yourself a nice little pat down, allowing your arms to find this space and this touch, allowing your chest to feel that space. Maybe your belly, your thighs, your legs. If you don't meditate much, maybe you have found your legs to go numb, so slowly wake them up. Beautiful. Once you're ready and you can reach towards your toes, Go ahead and take a grasp with your middle finger and your index to that big toe. Beautiful. Now inhale, imagine your crown grow tall. Grounding down through the sitting bones, sway to the right, sway to the left, but you want to ground down through the sitting bones. Beautiful. Now, we're going to bend at the elbows. We're going to keep those shoulders away from the ears, and we're going to try and see if we can reach our toes towards the top of the ground. Now, keep those legs engaged. Keep the heels active. Pull those toes towards you. That will allow the back of the leg to activate and to ground down, press down through the mat. So it's not so much about actually making that connection, although if you do, congratulations. Find your way now to reach for opposite palm or opposite elbow even at the bottom of your feet, at the soles of your feet. But it's more about finding that length in the back of the body. Beautiful. So allow yourself, maybe the ribs, the chest, the torso starts to work its way further up the thighs. But remember, if your shoulders are right next to your ears, peel them back and instead bend at the elbow and engage your bicep. Beautiful. Now you can always use that strap. If you've been showing up to class, you know I'm a big fan of using straps, of using tools that meet the distance. So find whatever is necessary, but make sure the neck is not involved in this space. Now remember, some things are at ease. So shake out your head, make sure there's no tension in your brow. All the space that should be active right now should be your shoulders and your bicep. Really now, find your exhale as you find that closer connection. Full exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and our inhale lifts us to rise. Beautiful. Find a straight spine. And pause here for a second, making sure your navel is engaged. Pull that belly up and back. Beautiful. Now, open up those legs, maybe to the corners of your mat, maybe a little bit more. We're going to inhale, arms reach up overhead. Your biceps can remain right next to your ears. Or maybe you can interlace your fingers and bring your palms behind your neck. Now, if you opted for this, elbows stay out and open to engage the shoulder blades. At no moment should I see anybody bring their palms onto the back of the neck. That's actually going to hurt you more than be beneficial. Once you're ready, exhale to frame both shoulders to the right leg. Beautiful. Now as you slowly inhale, allow yourself to frame back to center. Now remember, yoga is all about working with our breath. Full exhale. Find your way to twist to the left. Now trying to frame both shoulders towards the left leg. It is minimal movements at this space, at this moment, but we're working, activating on those side obliques as we are activating that core. Inhale right back to center. Now remember, we are allowing each movement to be intentional. So if you're finding yourself doing this, be careful, you might pull your back. We are activating each muscle. We are finding each space with intention. And exhale over to the left. And we are holding it here. Beautiful. Once you're ready to inhale, find your way through center organically and very slowly. Exhale one more time, so that means 2 more breaths to the right. Frame your way to center and to the left. Frame your way way to center. Beautiful. Release your hands now towards your low back. And then find yourself inviting your shoulders to peel back, open up. Keep that spine upright. So if at this moment you've leaned back, no. Go ahead and pull your crown up towards the sky and your shoulders peel back. Oh man, I feel like I have a kitty hair right on my eye. There's no way I can find it. Beautiful. Once you're ready, go ahead and allow those legs to reach their way up and find their way to close. Beautiful. Now, invite the right heel to reach right close to the right glute. Beautiful. Now we're going to stay here as we invite that right pit of the elbow to reach around that foot. Beautiful. This might be enough here for you as you reach for opposite elbow, hugging that knee in. Now the trick is to invite that knee to pull it up and back around towards your armpit, avoiding the rib cage. And you want to hug it in real nicely as you still remain erect on your spine. Beautiful. Now don't forget, the left leg remains active. Flex at the heel. Stay erect here. Full inhale. Full exhale. Now we're going to come into a twist. So finding now that left elbow to the inside of the right knee, we're going to allow the right hand to come back behind us as a tripod stand. Remember, at this space, probably there's a bend to our spine. Find your chest to shine forward, and then invite that elbow to either reach here or to the outside of the right elbow. For me, I like to give it a nice hug to make sure that knee is hugged in towards the chest. And instead, imagine you are trying to squeeze past the Thanksgiving dinner table. Beautiful. So that thigh is pressed up against your belly. Reach up and take a peel back. Beautiful. Go ahead and give yourself back once again the nice hug. Grabbing onto the big toe, press the right leg forward and release it down onto the mat with a straight spine. Invite the left leg now. We're doing the same space here. First, we're going to see how much we can hug in that thigh into our torso. Now remember, we shouldn't be pressing that thigh into our wrist, but rather around the rib cage and towards the armpit. Imagine it's your little best friend here and you're giving a nice hug, reaching for opposite elbow, maybe keeping the sole of the foot grounded towards the glute. Both sitting bones are active. Right heel is active in order to allow that leg to keep you straight. Grounded on the mat. And allowing that crown to reach up towards the sky. Now, once you're ready, go ahead and hug that left knee with the right elbow. And invite the left hand to come towards your low back. Now, we're going to go find that length of the crown towards the sky. And then peel open towards the left side of the room. Imagine you're squeezing through the dinner table. Allow yourself to remain erect. Beautiful. Find that space for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly find your way to hug opposite elbow. Grab onto that big toe with the left middle finger and index and release down onto the mat. Now listen carefully. Scoot your way down onto the mat, soles of the mat. Soles of the heels come down onto the mat. And then we're going to bring in those knees closer towards our chest. Beautiful. At first, just grab respective knee. Allow yourself to sway side to side. Maybe find some movement. Maybe rock onto your right, to your left. Once you have found your space, and press the heels up towards the sky. Flex your toes. Let's do that a couple times. Now hugging those knees towards your chest and reach towards your shins and or heels. Keep those knees respectively close to one another. Try to keep those heels touching too. Once you're ready, press the heels up towards the sky. Maybe even open up your legs in a V-like motion, allowing gravity to take over here, and maybe find that strength to keep those inner thighs engaged. Go ahead and close them up. This time, hug in the knees. And through the inside of both knees, reach for the instep of both feet, coming into a happy baby. Beautiful. Allow yourself here to explore. Maybe kick up a heel, kick up another one. Find your way side to side. Allow your head to find its way as well. Maybe even tuck in your chin, close your eyes. Curl those lips up towards your eyes. Start to embrace a happy baby. I've never even seen a happy baby do this and not smile and laugh and giggle. So if you dare, go ahead. Invite those expressions. And once you are ready, we're going to find the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. Hips press up into the sky for a bridge pose. Keep it lifted here. Find 2 more breaths. Imagine those glutes are engaged. The hips press up towards the sky. Maybe even roll onto your shoulder blades. Keep those knees stacked on top of the heels, so do not open them up, do not close them up. Beautiful. Listen carefully. Right heel comes up. Release right heel. Left heel comes up. Release left heel. Right heel comes up. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. The left, the right, and find yourself the left. Slowly this time, start to bring your spine down towards the mat. Hover and press your hips up towards the sky. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, slowly release the shoulder blades, the mid back, and as soon as your sacrum wants to come down, hover. Beautiful. Those hip bones, keep them hovered. You got it. Stay still. Engage the core. Press them up towards the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly come down. Hover. Coming up 1 more time. This time at the heels if you'd like. 1 at a time, both together. Taking turns between each one. And once you're ready, slowly coming down. Hover, hover, hover. Release the hips down onto the mat. Immediately hug in the knees. And find yourself to rock into a seated pose at the top of your mat. From here, we're going to allow our legs to sway over to the side as we find our tabletop towards the center of the mat. With the right knee staying bent, we're going to invite the right knee to open up to the right side of the room, 45 degrees. Make sure you're grounding down through all knuckles. Once you're ready, inhale. Raises that right leg up. And exhale, comes down but hovers. Inhale, comes up. And exhale, comes down. Inhale, comes up. And exhale, hovers. 2 more. Release the right knee down onto the mat. And we're going to do the same on the left leg. Once you're ready, and inhale, reach up. Now remember that heel stays flexed. 4 more. Keep your even weight on that right hip. Do not rock your glutes out to make up for the core work. 2 more all together. Last one. Release the left knee down onto the mat. Now, right knee hugs to the right, then press out through the heel for 5. Exhale, hug it in. For 4. For 3. Last 2. And exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Release the right knee down onto the mat. Let's do it with the left leg, making sure weight is even on both palms. Find your left leg to inhale, reach up, and then exhale, press back. Full inhale, and exhale, hug it in towards your chest. Sorry, not towards your chest, towards your left elbow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1. Find a straight leg. Release left knee down onto the mat. Once you're ready, shift your hips back behind you. Find child's pose in or embryo, whatever works for you here. Find some water if you need to. We're going to enjoy 3 breaths in this space, so feel free to switch from your right ear to your left ear if you'd rather get a nice neck stretch. Beautiful. 2 more breaths, just like that. Once you're ready, find your way into a down dog. Beautiful. Flex your heels back behind you. Rock your weight side to side. Wag your tail. Let it go. Shake your head out. Release any tension in your neck. Now hug those shoulder blades back behind you as you shine the chest forward and down. Find whatever expression, variation, movement that you need to at this moment. Bend your knees as much as needed. Lift your heels as much as needed. Feet can be together and or at 6-inch distance. What feels good for you here? Now we want that sacrum to be the highest point, that tailbone. So wag your hips or press your tailbone up and back. Beautiful. We're going to get started here in Surya Namaskar, our sun salutations. In between, we're going to experience our crescent, our warriors series, and we're even going to find ourselves to test our balance at the top of our mat. Beautiful. We're just going to take it one step at a time, adding on to the series. Once you're ready, right leg presses back behind you. This is optional. Hug it in towards your chest. Release, everybody, the right foot down onto the mat. Then simply just shine your chest up as you engage the core here. Press off your left toes as you find yourself to forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, find a straight line. Maybe your straight line involves the mat. Maybe your straight line grabs onto the shins like support. Maybe on top of the thighs. What is your variation, your expression here? Once you're ready, bend at the knees. Find your chair pose. Your hands can be biceps next to the ears or prayer hands. Inhale, extended mountain, arms reach up overhead. Everything is pressing forward in a straight line stacked. So my head is stacked on top of my shoulders on top of my hips on top of the knees, and the knees on top of those heels. Once you're ready, the palms press out. Imagine you are taking a reverse breath here. Once your hands here reach almost like a T, you find yourself shifting forward, hinging at the hips in a straight line. So I do want to take a second here to demonstrate that. So take a look here if you're newer. But we want to make sure we swan dive in a straight spine. And we don't let our tailbone out, our belly forward, and find a back bend, because this might hurt our spine in the long term. So let's go ahead and swan dive. And find our forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, make connection with the mat. This time, finding the left leg to hug in towards your chest and then press back behind you. Now flare all toes, ground down through the toes as you bend into that right knee. We're gonna do the same expression we did on the right. So inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, ground down through the knuckles. Find your right leg back behind you. Beautiful. When you're ready, release the right leg down onto the mat. Shake out your hips side to side. Left leg presses back behind you. Exhale, hug it in towards your chest. Ground it down. Once you're ready, find that runner's lunge. This time, arms reach up overhead. Crescent lunge. Exhale, melt those arms down to the mat. Press off your right toes. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chair. Inhale, root to rise, extended mountain. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Left leg once again presses back behind you. Inhale, arms reach up, crescent lunge. And exhale, find that full rotation. Right leg presses back behind you. Release it down on the mat. Everybody shift forward. Exhale with the knees down or lifted. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog and or low cobra. And exhale, find your down dog. Beautiful. Allow yourself to take any space, any break. Maybe instead of down dogs, enjoy a child's pose. Maybe instead of doing the chaturanga where we shift forward and then come down and find our up dog and then our down dog, skip and go right into your down dog. If you're newer to this practice, more specifically, I'd like to ask you to use your knees until your biceps are nice and strong and your core is able to carry you in a straight spine down towards the mat. Wherever you are, make sure you're keeping a compassionate space, heart and mind for your body. Remember, compassion is the biggest gift that we can give, not accept, give. The only way we can accept it is to know compassion. It starts with yourself. If you can't give yourself compassion in this space, in this vulnerable moment where nobody's watching, nobody's judging, then imagine in a real circumstance Wherever you are, slowly everybody finds their way into a down dog if they're not already. We're going to follow onto that flow as we add our warrior one and warrior two. Right leg presses back behind you. Stack the right hip on top of the left, bend at the knee if needed. Stay here in stillness if you've even joined us, or find big circles with your right knee. Remember to keep that core engaged. Reverse the movements. Yoga is all about having equality. Once you're ready, hug it in towards the chest. Ground it down. Inhale, find your runner's lunge. Beautiful. Crescent lunge. Pivot on your toes, find a warrior one. Take your time, we'll wait for you here. Warriors, take one full inhale. Exhale, hands come down towards the mat. Press off your left toes, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's find our chair. Inhale, root to rise, extended mountain. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Bend both knees, listen carefully. Right leg presses back behind you. Find your runner's lunge first. Lift that chest up off the thigh. And find your crescent. Settle into warrior one. One full breath here all together. And exhale, ground down through the palms. Left leg presses back behind you. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Bend at the knee. And create the same circles if you did so. Remain even on the weight on both palms and both shoulders. Once you're ready, release it down. Option for a variation, floating your leg. Exhale, shift forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Everybody find your down dog. Can we turn it up? 2 breaths. 1 more. Left leg presses back behind you. Hug it in towards the chest. Ground it down. Inhale, runner's lunge. Find your crescent. And exhale, warrior one. Full breath here, full inhale, warrior one. Exhale, open up to the right side of the room, warrior two. We're going to take 2 breaths here in warrior two, so bend into that front knee and really commit. You got it, 1 more. Once you're ready, both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Press off your right toes. Listen carefully. Forward fold and or standing splits. Standing splits meet forward fold. Everybody inhale, half lift. Exhale, chair. Root to rise. And swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Listen carefully, standing splits. Left leg presses up in the air. Everybody, press that left leg back behind you. Find your runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent. And exhale, warrior one. Full breath here. Full inhale. Exhale, open up to the left side of the room now. Warrior two. Look forward. Bend that front knee, commit. Full inhale. Both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Find the left leg, right leg back behind you. Float it if you like. Shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Find a child's pose if you'd like. 2 more breaths here. This last space is going to be our last variation. Please, please, please feel free to interact in your balancing pose. Maybe you'd like to try warrior 3. Go ahead and follow along. Even if you fall out, go ahead and try it once more. Maybe standing splits you've never tried and you'd like to try that. Go ahead and bring a block or something that meets the distance for you. Or maybe you're more interested in finding another variation through our Vinyasa. Go ahead and do your thing if you're more experienced than the level that we're starting at right now. Wherever you are, everybody find your way into a down dog. Now remember, this is our last variation. Take your time, take your space, join in what's yours, release what is not. Right leg presses back behind you. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Bend the knee, reach for opposite glute. Stay here and or flip your dog. Beautiful. If you flipped your dog, find your full variation. And on your next exhale, release the right hand down onto the mat. Everybody hug in that right knee towards your chest and ground it down. Find runner's lunge, crescent lunge, settle warrior 1. Full inhale, warrior 2. Listen carefully. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, and we're gonna reverse our warrior. And this is when we can take, once we shift forward into our warrior 3, our standing splits, or maybe you'd like to take half moon instead by stacking the left hip on top of the right. Balancing poses, make your way back into a forward fold. Everybody inhale, half lift. Exhale, chair. Inhale, root to rise. And swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Listen carefully. Bend both knees. Find the right leg to press back behind you. Now listen careful. Here's where we come into our standing series. So do what you did on the other side. Did you do warrior 3? Did you do standing splits? Or stack the right hip on top of the left now and open up half moon. Maybe a bind on your half moon. Remember, today's all about being playful, all about trying something new. Slowly release the right leg down onto the mat. Everybody find your runner's lunge. We'll wait. Inhale, arms reach up, crescent. Woo. And find your warrior 1. Open up, warrior 2. Reach forward. You got it. A little bit more. A little bit more. And reverse your warrior, just your torso. Both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Listen carefully. Press off your right toes. Find your variation. Beautiful. Release right toes back behind you. Left leg presses back. Stack the left hip. Bend the knee, and if you flipped your dog, flip your dog. Everybody find your way into a plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Now from your down dog, everybody's going to release their forearms down onto the mat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Beautiful. Full inhale, full exhale. Press off your forearms again. Down dog. And if you'd like to, one more time, find dolphin as you release your forearms down. Another variation you may take is release your shins instead, and heart melting pose. So you have between those two, if you're working on binds, do heart melting pose. If you're working on getting stronger here for your planks, for your chaturangas, maybe plank, maybe inverting, try dolphin. This is our very last pose before dead men. You got it. Stick with it. Wherever you are, finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2. Find your dead man pose. Let it go. Release your spine down on the mat. Arms come wide. Legs come wide. Or maybe find the soles of the feet to press into one another. Find your space. Let it go. Allow your brow to release. Allow your lips, your jaw to let go. Your lungs fill, your belly's full. And as you exhale, you release it all. Let it go. Allow your hips to let go. Your thighs fall open. Your calves release. Your toes release, fall out, fall in. Let it go. Suddenly, the space beneath you is a part of you. Let it go. Allow that space to support you, to keep you lifted. Nothing can happen here. You can close your eyes and let it go. Now gravity is still pressing down on you. Allow the shoulders to melt open. Allow those hips to gently release. There is no tension whatsoever. Not on your fingertips, not on your eyelids, not even on your lips. Let it go. Slowly, as you follow my voice, allow your intention and movement to spark your extremities. Maybe crinkle your nose. Maybe curl your fingertips. Wherever you are, slowly find your way. Find your movement to travel to your core. Slowly pressing your way into a seated position. The crown growing tall towards the sky. You feel light as a feather, with a newfound length in your spine between each vertebrae. Once you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Grasp all the air that surrounds you, all the positive energy you've created. And once you're ready, all together, we exhale and say namaste. I thank you for showing up to your mat today, this Monday. Today was our session 19. We started our sessions Mindful Mornings in April 1st. We will keep these sessions going, but we will be changing the theme each month. Stay pending. These services, these classes were brought to you in light of COVID-19. This is nice space for you to relax, let it all go, allow the stress, the unwanted thoughts to let go, to release. Join me every Monday through Friday at 9:45 to 10:45 for a Yoga Vinyasa session. They're all completely free to you, provided to you by the Citizen Live. Thank you, Streamlabs, for allowing us to host on your channel in order to be able to host on our YouTube. Thank you, our Facebook friends, for showing up once again. Give it a like, give it a share to those around you. Trust me, you may never know who needs it. Thank you to my producer, Shaylin Brady, and to my pets who behaved today. Though some of you guys may have heard Billy snoring there. She gets sent out too. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.